Good evening, CME family and friends. We're here this evening to celebrate you, our senior class of 2020, and I think it goes without saying that this is not exactly how we envisioned this celebration going. We would much rather be here in person with you to shake your hand and to hug your neck. These are circumstances beyond any of our control, and as such, we're going to do the best we can to celebrate it as best we know how, knowing that sometime in the future we might be able to get together again to celebrate it the right way. I want you to understand that we love you very much and we're grateful for the years that you've spent here with us. We're proud of all the accomplishments that you've had while a student at the CME and at the University of Mississippi. And for this evening, we wanted to take a few moments to celebrate that accomplishment with you, to impart to you some words of encouragement as you leave our ranks and as you go out into this world to pursue your careers. So that's why we're here this evening. In a few moments, you will hear from Scott Kilpatrick as he reads your names and acknowledges you, the graduates of 2020, so that you and your family members can, again, celebrate as best we can. Tonight is about you, and tonight is about all that you have done while you have been here, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I say that because it's important to remember all of those things. College is about growing, it's about expanding, it's about being challenged. It's about scrapes and bruises and bumps, as well as successes and major achievements. And we want to reflect on those things tonight because to leave out those troubling times, we are not doing justice to the full picture of your collegiate career. We want to focus on some of those things so that when we can celebrate your graduation, as we celebrate your graduation, we can just really marvel in what an achievement and accomplishment that is. And you can marvel in how much you've grown as an individual. A few years ago, 4 or in some cases 5 years ago, we came to many of you, Tyler, myself, or Scott, to try to convince you that this was a program that you needed to consider, a program that might provide you some experience that would benefit you as a college student and, dare I say, as a professional someday when you graduate. 4 or 5 years ago, we came to you with this crazy idea that you would participate in a program that looked different. It sounded different, and in fact is different from other collegiate programs and other academic endeavors that you could pursue. We asked you to consider pushing your comfort zone so that you as a young person could grow and you could truly rise to the challenge that we were going to lay at your feet. Many of you had a lot of other options, other universities to consider, other programs, certainly in our campus, but programs around the country that were vying for your attention, and yet you decided this crazy idea just made enough sense for you. And we are grateful that you did that 4 or 5 years ago to participate in this. And I want to talk a little bit about what that experience has been, certainly from our perspective, but also I think from some of the stories that you have shared with the three of us and with the rest of the faculty and staff of the CME over the last few years. We have asked you to do things here in the CME that at times made you uncomfortable because they were different than what you experienced in normal classroom settings. We asked you to try new things, whether it was stepping out onto our factory floor and working with complete strangers, classmates that you'd not met before from all over the world in an effort to try to bind you together as a team. Whether it was learning how to make bookends or toolboxes or clipboards or something simple in terms of the actual project, the overall principle was much larger, much more important. It was to get you all to work together as a team and to learn each other's strengths and weaknesses. This whole program has been about trying to help you identify where are my strengths, where are my weaknesses, how can I grow my strengths, push myself to grow in these areas for which I have ability and talent, and yet not forget or gloss over or forget that there are areas in which I need to improve as well. Because that's life. Life is about walking each day and trying to improve. This program has been dedicated toward trying to help you continuously improve who you are each and every day. Now, along the way, you had to take some exams. Along the way, you had projects and assignments that you had to turn in, but suffice it to say, we want to boil this down to the very real truth that the CME is about helping you become better, stronger. not for your own benefit, but for the benefit of your fellow classmates, the benefit of your neighbors, your community members, your family, your friends, and even complete strangers. The CME has always been about trying to continuously improve you so that you can become what we know you are, leaders. The CME has dedicated the last 4 or 5 years of our lives to wanting to pour into you those rich truths, that we recognize in you the ability to serve and to lead others with a sacrificial heart. But in the process, you have certainly impacted us. You have changed us. You have grown us. You have tested and challenged us as well. You have made us better as a result of that. I can certainly speak for myself and probably for my colleagues here when I say thank you for all the ways in which you have pushed us, all the ways you've encouraged us when we had scrapes and bruises and bumps. The CME 10 years ago, when we had our first class, was really just an experiment. Let's see if this works. This idea of getting people together and building them up as a team to learn by doing, getting their hands dirty, trying to solve problems. And 10 years later, I can tell you unequivocally that this is one of the greatest academic programs in our country because of people like you and because of what you have achieved in these last several years. So tonight is about celebrating that. It's about thanking you for that experience that you've provided us. It's about getting you to think in these final days as students here at the University of Mississippi of all the ways in which you have grown and all the ways in which you've developed new skill sets and new strengths, all the ways in which you've used those strengths and those new skill sets to help other people, and to challenge you to make it your daily mission to continue to do that when you get out into the real world. So tonight is about challenging you as well, that when you go out into your careers, whether you're going into industry, whether you're going to get another degree, whether you still have some time here on campus, tonight is about congratulating you and challenging you to continue to find ways to make the lives of people around you better, because that is what the CME was designed to do, and that's who you are. We recognize that as you came in as freshmen, and we recognize that as you leave as graduating seniors. You are exceptional, and you have blessed this program in ways that will provide benefits for generations to come. As you move out into the real world, I do want to also ask you to continue to consider yourself a part of our program, just in a different context. You're now, or soon to be, an alumnus of the CME. And our request of you is that you find ways to stay engaged in what we do, especially from what you're seeing out in industry or out in the business world. What are the new trends? What do you see on the horizon? What are ways in which the CME can improve and grow to meet those challenges on the horizon, to rise to those challenges, or to find ways in which we can be trendsetters as opposed to trend followers? We challenge you to make that part of your mission as well. Be a servant leader. Serve and not be served. And also find ways in which you can help us to improve what we do so that students like yourselves for years to come will be challenged, will grow, and will succeed just as you have. In a few moments, I'm going to invite Dr. Kilpatrick to come up to read your names. And as he does that, I want you to think, even as he reads your name, I want you to think about all the ways or all the experiences that you've had here, all the successes, all the challenges, all the skinned knees and all the bruises. I want you to ask yourself, was it worth it? I think after some time, I think you would answer that absolutely, because this has been an experience that's unique and hopefully an experience that you'll look back on with great fondness and great satisfaction. I thank you for all of your time here. I thank you for your friendships, and I thank you for your leadership, and I challenge you to continue that. Good night, and God bless you all.
All right, students, as Ryan mentioned earlier, obviously our preference would be for all of us to be together in person where we could honor you, read your names, and award you with your certificate and your medal. But considering that circumstances didn't play out that way, we certainly want to give you a preview of what those would look like. So typically in our ceremony, students would be called up. You would be given your certificate for completing the program. And so it has certainly your name and Dr. O'Keefe's signature on there as well. And you would also receive a CME medallion. And the nice part about this, of course, has a nice CME logo on the front here, but James McPhail actually takes time and will etch your names on the back of these. So we'll insert some photographs so you can actually get a good look at those. But the plan as of right now, considering the circumstances, we are going to reach out to you and try to ascertain your interest in us actually mailing these to you, or if there's some other preference that you have, we will follow that as well. Our hope is seeing that the 10-year anniversary of the CME will be taking place in the fall, that we are able to have an event if circumstances allow for that. Then we will certainly invite you back to campus and hope you'll be able to attend. If you are, you can certainly pick your medallion and your certificate up at that time. If you prefer we go ahead and mail that, then we can do that as well. But keep an eye out on your email for more information on that. So without further ado, we'll kind of get to the meat of the matter here, so to speak. The highlight of this ceremony each year is certainly being able to recognize your accomplishments, as Ryan indicated earlier. Typically, when we start reading off the names, we will begin by recognizing the Paul Johnson Award winners, which for the CME is our Outstanding Senior Award. This year, the faculty voted and actually had a split decision, if you will. 2 students were recognized. And so in keeping with the vote, we wanted to honor both students. So we'll begin by recognizing those students, and then we'll proceed through the list of our graduates, listing their names and their majors. So to begin, our first Paul Johnson Award winner and Outstanding CME Senior would be Megan Stafiri, Mechanical Engineering. Also, Paul Johnson Award winner Lena Turner, Mechanical Engineering. And then proceeding on with the remainder of the CME graduates. Harriman Abernathy, Mechanical Engineering. Connell Boyle, Accountancy. Ronald Trey Bristol, Accountancy. Ridge Broha, Accountancy. Will Broom, Chemical Engineering. Tyler D. Butler, Accountancy. Tyler A. Butler, Mechanical Engineering. Noah Carpenter, Business. Jacob Commer, Mechanical Engineering. Tyler DiGiacomo, Mechanical Engineering. Christian Eves, Bachelor of Engineering. Tyler Edwards, Mechanical Engineering. Sydney Ferguson, Accountancy. Barrett Freeman, Accountancy. Jonathan Gibson, Business. Stuart Gunner, Managerial Finance. Chad Gutierrez, Chemical Engineering. James Hallbrook, Chemical Engineering. Alan Hurman, Accountancy. Cooper Hoskins, Accountancy. Abby Grace Hughes, Mechanical Engineering. Henry Jeffries, Mechanical Engineering. Brenna Johnson, Marketing. Daniel Mack Keck, Mechanical Engineering. Cameron Koch, Managerial Finance. Brandon Livingston, Mechanical Engineering. Michael McMillan, Chemical Engineering. Jared Mummy, Managerial Finance. Miller Myers, Accountancy. Christian Niehoff, Mechanical Engineering. Benjamin Payne, Public Policy, Leadership, and Economics. Katie Ramos, Mechanical Engineering. Garrett Reed, Mechanical Engineering. Caroline Rose, Accountancy. Preston Sellers, Mechanical Engineering. Jackson Sneed, Mechanical Engineering. Ella Stone, Accountancy. Catherine Tay, Chemical Engineering. Catherine Thomas, Business and Biology. Austin Ewell, Managerial Finance. Hope Walker, Chemical Engineering. Chet Wilson, Mechanical Engineering. Maria Zamora, Chemical Engineering. And that concludes our CME class of 2020 graduates. Congratulations.
CME class of 2020, congratulations on making it to become a graduate of the University of Mississippi, as well as a graduate of the CME program. This is a life-altering accomplishment, something you will have the rest of your life. And to do so under these trying circumstances is even more noteworthy. This is a great thing, and I share in your celebration in this. Please be aware that we want you to stay in contact with CME throughout your career, to always make it continuous improvement, to always make it bigger and better. Everything that you do, every success that you have is a success for the program and for the university. We couldn't be more proud of you. As you go forward in your career, keep in mind that there's always the opportunity to give back. Please give back and pay forward by being a part of the university, by being part of your community, by being a part of CME. Everything that we can do to make it an even better program is one that helps future generations. Congratulations, do a great thing, have a great career, hotty toddy.